Hi, so my name is Kevin Chanti Garcia, and today we will answer two questions regarding web services. So, the first question is explain the significance of web services in facilitating communication and data exchange between disparate systems. How do web services promote interoperability, scalability, and efficiency in contemporary computing environments? So, before we answer that, let's first define what is web service. So a web service is a standardized method for enabling communication and data exchange between different applications over a network. Usually we use the internet. It acts as a bridge between systems built on different platforms, written in different language, or running on different hardware. So, ang web service po is ito yung nagiging bridge or middleware. Or in short, ito yung nagiging API natin between two or more services or applications with different tech stack or technology. No, halimbawa, the best example of this one is if we have a two uh, technology na nag-work as one. The best example is what if we have a mobile application written in Kotlin, and then yung mobile app natin na yun is connected siya sa isang web service. And then that web service is written in Python, or technically speaking, written siya sa Django framework. No? If we think logically, it's quite impossible na mag-uusap or maiintindihan ni Kotlin yung Django. No? But since we are using web service, halimbawa, nag-request tayo dun sa web service. Kahit na naka-Django framework yon, maiintindihan niya, and then kapag sasagot na si web service, ibabalik niya into JSON format. That's how it works. That's why it's called para siyang API. No? Kapag magbabalik siya ng request, regardless kung kahit anong language man yung nag-request, kapag sasagutin niyo yung request, it always return a JSON format or XML. It depends kung ano yung naiintindihan ng tech stack or technology. So, ganun siya nagiging maganda and nagiging efficient. So let's proceed with the next question. So the next question is analyze the challenges and emerging trends in the realm of web services. How are factors such as security performance and evolving technology standards shaping the future of web service development? Discuss potential strategies and best practices for overcoming these challenges and harnessing the full potential of web services. So, to answer this one, and let's give an example. So the web services have become the backbone of modern distributed systems, enabling integration, access across platforms, organization, and devices. However, as their use expands, they face a range of technical, security, and performance-related challenges. As always naman po, sabi nga ni Spider-Man, great power comes with great responsibility. Simultaneously, new technologies and standards are reshaping how web services are built and deployed. So, on latest tech stocks natin or technologies natin, yung mga web services natin, sila na rin po yung nagpo-provide ng mga databases. So, hindi na sila lumilipat para mabilis na lang yung pag-fetch and yung uh, response sa mga request. So, magbibigay tayo ng mga example or ng isang example, yung most critical uh, na problem when it comes to web services nowadays. So, of course, the most critical problem on web services today is the security risk. No? So, under security risk, data breaches and unauthorized access sensitive data transmitted via APIs can be intercepted if not encrypted. So, yung mga common web services po kasi natin, kapag babalik sila ng request or ng JSON file is hindi sila naka-encrypted. And that way, pwede pong ma-intercept yon as long as nasa iisang network po yung application natin, and then if meron man tayong third-party application. So the next one is authentication and authorization. Weak or outdated mechanisms can allow malicious access. So to solve this problem, yung mga bagong tech stack natin ngayon is gumagamit na rin po sila ng mga blockchain technology for better security purposes po. No? And then last one is the API misuse and attacks. Common threats include SQL injection across site scripting or XSS and um, denial of service or DOS attacks. No? So, pagbibigay ako ng example dito. Example is, meron tayong ginawang API sa REST API, kaso yung endpoint nung API na yon is a loose endpoint. So, since loose endpoints yun, there's a possibility na may expose yung customer data, especially kapag yung developer or yung mga developers natin is nine-neglect po nila yung mga token validations natin. Yung mga user validations natin kapag hindi sila gumagamit ng mga error handlers or kapag hindi nila masyadong pinaprioritize yung mga protocol encryptions natin or halimbawa yung mga HTTPS encryption natin kapag hindi nila masyadong pinaprioritize yun. So there's a big possibility na malik yung information. And always, as I advise to my student, always anything that security that was made in front end is not security at all. Kahit sabihin natin maglagay tayo ng required sa mga user input, sa mga input fields, and so on and so forth. Uh, Parang sinasabi lang nun na kailangan maglagay ni user ng value dito pero hindi naman talaga niya chine-check kung safe ba yung value yung ilalagay ni user. And that's the most basic or the fundamentals of SQL injections to inject on input fields. No? So to solve those, we must use error handlers and then yun nga ano tayo sa mga HTTPS or sa mga protocol encryption natin. Let's have or developer must need to understand and to create HTTPS or any protocol security in confluence on our uh, mga applications. That way, maging safe po kahit sarili natin yung mga APIs na ginamit natin. So, yun lang. We answered 2 questions sa web service. So, yun lang. Good day. Thank you.